Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Keith once again with Craps TX. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, please hit that thumbs up. That really helps a ton. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and that bell for notifications. That way you'll be notified when a new video comes out. So today what we're going to do is revisit an older video that was kind of popular, but it was, fully exposed. It was one of your light side strategies, or one of my light side strategies, or one of the Craps World's light side strategies. It was 110 inside. I think I called it Bankroll Blitz, hit, regress, and press, or something like that. I'll put a link to it down in the description below, maybe a picture of the thumbnail up here on the screen. But basically what we're going to do this time is kind of protect it, or try to protect it a little bit, and do a hybrid, since we've been running some of those lately. So we'll call this Bankroll Blitz hybrid version. How about that? All right. So before we get to that, we would like to thank our two partners. PokerChipMania.com is the first one. They're a small business. They carry everything you need to get a real casino feel at home. They have clay chips, ceramic chips, different kind of casino grade chips, and also the composite striped dice chips, which I use here. They also have the chip racks and the chip storage cases that hold the racks. They've got these 19 millimeter dice, a few different colors. If you don't see something on there, maybe you can request it. They're pretty good about custom orders, or, trying to help you out finding what it is that you are looking for. They've also got some other home casino supplies for poker, blackjack, and roulette. Super responsive, really easy to work with. And they've been so generous to give my viewers 10% off when you use that code down there at the bottom of that banner, CRAPSTX10 at checkout, and get 10% off your entire order. PokerChipMania.com. Upgrade your home game room with some quality gear. All right, next up we have gripmats.etsy.com. They are the makers of this here deluxe craps mat that I use. They also have mats for poker and blackjack and baccarat, plus a huge lined. Well, these are lined, yes. A huge lineup of theme designs such as Marvel, DC, Dune, Star Wars, Hero Quest, Lord of the Rings. They can even make some home game type stuff like chess, checkers, backgammon. They probably can do some custom work for you. They also have desk mats. They have some wood pattern mats. They can do custom shapes, and they also make travel and storage options. The mats are super resilient and water resistant. Spills just bead right up, and they wipe clean with a microfiber cloth. Another small business that supports us, and we like supporting these small businesses. They run some rotating percentage off sales, and they're great about custom orders. Gripmats.etsy.com, quality mats that stay flat, grip the table, and hold up over time. Links for both of those will be in the description below, and they are clickable links. I did change that just recently, so hopefully that will work for everybody. I'll try to go back and change some of the older videos as well. But there's also some other links down there. Please check those out at any given time. Those are kind of rotating. I change those out here and there. And it's just some different affiliate links to help support the channel and keep it going. So, all right. So let's get into today's strategy. I think we called it, what we say, Bankroll Blitz, the hybrid version, or the hybrid. What did I call it? Something like that. Yeah, the hybrid version. We'll just call it that. Bankroll Blitz, the hybrid version. We're going to start out with $1,000. We're at a $15 table. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, and I got 100 here in red. That is 1,000. You could probably start out with a little bit more. I'm starting out with less just because it's a video, and we're going to be doing fewer shooters than you would if you were at a table, unless you are up well. So, you want to get out of there and protect your profits. What we're going to do, like I said, is we're going to start out with since it's a hybrid, we're going to start out with a don't pass of 120. And then we're going to play 110 inside. Well, if one of these are the point, then instead of playing 25, 30, 30, and 25, like I said, if one of these is the point, then we'll take 15 and 15 and put it on the 4 and 10. So we'll be playing possibly 115 inside instead of 120, or 110 rather. I'm going to confuse everybody, including myself. Let's just go ahead and get a set of dice, and we'll start rolling this out and see how it goes. We'll take that 5, 3, 8. Let's get our 120 out there. There is a black chip, 4 red, and that is on the don't pass. And we are looking for a point. The don't pass is the opposite of the pass line as far as the come out roll goes. You win on the 2 and 3, and you lose on the 7 and the 11. If you hit a 12, it is a push. That bet stays out there and keeps on going. Coming out, the dice are out looking for a point, and we got some jumpy dice. There is a 3, 1, 4. That's a good point to have when you got a don't pass down there. Let's set up our 110 inside. We can do that now since a point is the 4. So that is just the green all the way across there. And 2 red to cap off the 6 and the 8. So what we did on the 110 Bankroll Blitz, I think we did 1 hit or 2 hits and then regress, and then we started pressing back up. So we'll do the exact same thing here. We still have that protection down there on the don't pass. So we're just going to run this as we normally would and not, sit there and just keep trying to pound and pound and pound away if we're so lucky. There is a 2x4 6. That is going to pay 35. We will collect on that. First one, possibly the first 2. I'm picking up the dice, so I guess we're going to do the first 2. I was going to say something else about that. Oh, and there we go. 5, 2, 7. So right away, we're hit, but we are protected, right? We lost 110. We're going to gain 120, plus we picked up 35 over there. So let's put that away. Move on to shooter number 2. Not really going for a certain number of shooters. We're just going for, probably keep this around 20 minutes because I think you understand the gist of the video or the strategy. Oh, I don't know why I'm pulling that back out. That's another 120 that we need to put out there. Just so used to pulling all the chips down when you're playing light side, and now I'm messing with the puck. Okay, let's get us a set of dice and get on to shooter number 2. We are playing the Bankroll Blitz hybrid version. There is a 5, 4, 9. Okay, so now one of our inside numbers is hit. So instead of playing 110 inside, what we'll do, we'll go ahead and play our normal green on the 5, 6, and 8, and then cap off our 6 and 8 with 2 red, 1 red on each to make it a legal bet, or a proper bet, rather. And then we'll take 15 and 15 on the 4 and 10. So this one is at 115 instead of 110. But we're still protected by that 120 down there. As long as that doesn't hit, dice are out. All right, 5, 3, 8. There is our first hit on one of these inside here. 30 is going to pay 35. Maybe. Yep. There we go. We'll collect. Same bet. Let's try to get one more, and then we'll regress. There's a 2x4 6. All right. So we'll just immediately regress on this. That 30 is going to pay 35. I'm going to throw in $1. I don't have $1, so there's 5. I'll get 4 and change. So now that 35 becomes 36, and that's enough for 18 and 18 here, and we get to take these down. And these are actually ours. We'll collect that, even though it was ours to begin with. And then we're going to put out, or the dealer will put out 18 and 18. We're just regressing those 2 on the inside. We can regress some of these others later if we need to. We're just trying to get a little profit put away first before anything else happens. All right, and there is a hard 4. All right, 15 is going to pay 27. Let's go ahead and pay that out. Let me get some more red here because I want to pay it out in red. I want to bump that up. It's going to pay 27, so there is our red. 25, 6, and 7. Dealer, press my 10 and 4, or 4 and 10 up to 20 each. I like to buy them, so we're buying the 4 and the 10. And then we'll put the rest back in our bankroll. All right, dice are out. 6, 2, 8. Another easy 8. 20 or 18 is going to pay 21. We'll take $3 and throw it to the dealer and say, make that 42. 42. And they'll throw a quarter out there. 3 red and 2 white. Now, you don't have to keep pressing up. You can same bet, or you can regress it again at any time. Dice out. There is or aces rather. See, that's a horn number. Let's see if we got to see a horn, bet a horn. Yes, we do. There is a 1, 2, 3, or ace deuce. 3 craps. And a 5, 4, 9. All right, so that is not the best. That is point hit, but these still all stay up, but we lose our 120 down there. So any kind of gains that we've made thus far, kind of negated. So you could either, again, choose to play the don't pass or the pass. And or you can just skip it all together and wait for another point to be set and play. Matter of fact, we might do that on this first one because there's options. You can do whatever you want. We're still on the same shooter, so let's keep the same dice. We're just going to leave it out there without protection. We've made a little bit of money over here, not quite enough to cover, but let's see if we can't hit a few of these out here. We probably should have turned the bets on, but we didn't. 8 is our point, and now let's see if we can hit some of those. There is a 6, 2, 8, so buckshot right back. That's a good one for us to hit. 42 is going to pay 49 or 50 for 1. Dealer, take me up to 60. So it's 2 green, 2 red, and we'll put 31 back in our rack. Now we're kind of close to being even, I believe. All right, we can also pick up this 9 again. Let's go ahead and pick that up at least. We're at a $15 table. Let's go ahead and pick it up for 15 at least. Dice out. Okay, that's a leaner. If we pull the wall away, that would be a hard 8 because that 4 is going to come down like that. And that is point once again. Did we do that? Or did I take this down? I don't think I took it down. We hit point. And then was it 8 again? Oh my gosh. How did I miss that? I don't know. So have I had 3 8s in a row? Yeah, 6, 2, 5, 3. Yeah. Okay, so that's point hit. So 60 is going to pay 70. I hope. If not, I'll put it up on the screen, obviously. Dealer, take my 8 to 90. Yeah, because I said I should have worked the come out. Right, yeah. There we go. So that should be right. So 40 going back to our rack. We've got 90 on the 8. We are covered on all of our numbers. Again, we can regress at any time. Nice out. We're looking for a point. There is a 314. Good point to have. We should have been working, but still kind of playing a little protective, a little easy. Nice out. Although our bankroll, our starting bankroll was decent, so we can play a little more aggressive if we wanted. 5, 3, 8. Those 8s are just coming out, man. 90 is going to pay 105. And when I ever get that black chip, you guys should know if you've watched several of my videos, when I collect or when I get a black chip or win a black chip, I like to collect that first one. So I am going to collect that. And we are for sure in profit on this shooter. Nice out. Man, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. 6, 2, 8. There are other numbers on here, I believe. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So 8 is 90. That's going to pay 105. Dealer. Now, we can go a couple of different ways. We can go aggressive and go to 180, or we can play it safe and go to 120. I'd say, we're already up, so let's go to 180. That's going to be 3 green and a red, and then we'll take, 15 back to our rack, which is fine. All right, and then now we've got a pretty good chunk of change out there. That is, 180. That'll pay 210 if we are so lucky to hit it once again. There is a 516. All right, 18 is going to pay 21. We will throw in $3. Dealer, take me up to 42. So that will look just like that, kind of like we did with the 8. All right, and dice her out. Again, we already played our don't pass protection, so we are okay on that. 6, 4, 10, that is our buy bet there. By buying that, it means we have to pay $1 vig to get 2 to 1 odds. So that 20 is going to pay 40 for 1. There's 40. We'll throw in $1. Dealer, take me up to 40. So we'll take that 20 out of there, and we are still buying that for 40. And let's change up some of these red. There's 5 for a quarter. Let's get another 5 for a quarter. Just because we're getting low on red in our dealer bank. Dice out. 4, 3, 7. Once again, I was about to say, don't forget, you can regress. So that is going to take all this down. And, we already lost our don't pass, so we didn't have any protection left on that. But, again, we made a decent amount on this shooter. And we should be in the profit on this shooter. I'm knocking down my ATS numbers here. Let's go ahead and grab those. Again, I'll have to do another strategy where I play the ATS. I mean, I could do it now, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll think about it. Where are we at? 15 minutes? We'll do one more shooter, and then maybe on our last shooter, we'll do the ATS. How about that? All right, let's go ahead and get our 120 out. We'll take it from what we've won on that shooter. And we've got, what, a couple hundred here at least, or right around it. Let's get us another set of dice. There's a 628. I'll take that. And we are coming out playing the Bankroll Blitz Hybrid Edition or Hybrid version. And that sucks. 437. We lose on the 7 and the 11. So that is going to go right back over here. And we're going to have to put out another 120. So immediately we're down 120. Let's see if we can't make something happen. I mean, we could play lay bets, but those are, you're stuck with it. Well, you know, you're not stuck with it. Oh, look at there, 437. Gosh darn it. I mean, the difference between a lay bet and a pass line or don't pass bet, I mean, there's pluses and minuses to both. We'll go over that on another video maybe, because I just kind of thought about it, but we'll maybe compare and contrast that. 538. 8 will be our point. All right, so we have one of our inside numbers as the point. So instead of playing 110, we're going to be playing 115 because we're going to pick up the 4 and the 10 for 15. So let's go ahead and throw out our 110. Well, not 110, but at least the ones that would normally cover on the 110. That is $80 out there. Let's get us another 30. Whoops. There's 30. Leave that red out there. We'll get 5 red. And dealer, take my 4 and 10 to 15. So we're not going to buy those quite yet because we're still being covered by that. So 120 is covering 115 out here. Nice out. 6, 4, 10. All right, we're going to hit that 10 right away. That's good. 15 is going to pay 27. We'll pay that in red, and we'll go ahead and start pressing up a little bit. Normally we would collect on these first couple of hits. But I do want to get that 4 and 10 up to the buy bet level. So that will do that. 20 and 20. Tell the dealer to buy them. You want to buy them. And then we start putting 17 back in our rack. All right, ice out. 415. All right, we will collect this. 25 is going to pay 35. All right, so that's essentially like a hit and a half. There's 35. So not quite 2 hits. We could go for one more hit. Well, actually, we kind of need to because of our, well, there we go. I was going to say because of our loss there, but we're going to get a little bit of it back right now, but we're going to lose all this. 617. That's all going to come down, and we do get 120 for our don't pass, our protection. I don't know how much it protected us on that since we got sniped on the first couple, but we'll put all that back away, and we'll tally that up at the end. We'll go, probably this will be the last shooter. I was going to say I'll keep this one a little bit shorter. A lot going on with my regular daytime job and some other activities, so I'll try to keep my editing down to a minimum, at least for this video. And this is a very easy strategy, so you can really see what's going on. Let's go ahead and get our 120 out there. And I did say we would play the ATS just as a bonus, I guess you could say, and it is a bonus. So we got our 120 on the don't pass. We're going to put $5 out, and dealer put me 212 on the bonus. So there's 2 on the tall, 1 on the all, and 2 on the small. I just got to remember to turn those over. Hopefully you can see those numbers. I forgot to check that to see if I think those are visible. Anyway, all right, so we're coming out looking for a point, and there is a hard 4. Good point to have. And let's move that 4 up. That is our first ATS number. Dice out. 2x4, 6. Well, you know what? It helps if you put your bets out there, Keith. Okay, y'all can either forgive me and let me put my bets out there, or you can say, hey, no, you're playing like you would at the casino, man. You didn't put your bets out there. I'll respect that. I'll go for that. So I'll just say, all right, now I'll place my bets. I'm trying to rush this video and rush my thinking, and I forgot to put out the bets. So now, there we go. We got our 110 inside. We have our $5 bonus, 120 protecting, so 115 essentially against 120. There's a 516. We've already hit our 6. Right there is 30. It's going to pay 35. Same bet, please, dealer. We're going to go at least for 2 hits. Then we'll regress a little bit. There's a 6, 4, 10. Nothing there. We're not playing those. Remember, we only play the 4 and 10 whenever one of these are the point inside. And we can spread out to the 10 later if we're so lucky. There's let's move that 10, and then there's the 9. 25 is going to pay 35. That's our second hit. So let's just go ahead and say I'm gonna throw in $1. Dealer, take my 6 and 8 down to 18. Just because we hit the 9 doesn't mean we have to reduce or regress on the 9. We can regress on any number we want. So I chose to take the 6 and 8 down, and those will go down to 18 each. $36. 35 plus I threw in $1. That's 36, and then we collected what we had out there. Dice out. 6, 5, yo, 11. Nothing on any of that. Horn number. See if we can see a horn, better horn. Nope. 3, 2, 5. All right, 25 will pay 35. We will pay that in red because we're going to go ahead and regress those too. Oh, let's get the 5. Oh, well, let's get the 11 too. Man, come on, Keith. You're playing the ATS. Pay attention. All right, so we're taking these, the 5 and the 9 down. That's another $50. And then we'll take 15 on the 5, 15 on the 9. There's another 5 going back to our bankroll. And now we're going to start pressing, hopefully. Dice out. There's an ace deuce, 3 craps. Oh, we're down to just one little number over there on the smalls. Dice out. There is a hard 10. Guess we need to pick those up as well. We've already got our 10. All right, so next hit, maybe we will press and get the 4 and the 10, but we don't have to. There's a 6, 2, 8. Oh, there we go. Man, we are down to just our extremes, our 2 and our 12. All right, 18 is going to pay 21. I am going to throw in $3. There's 5. I'll get 2 and change. Dealer, take my 8 to 42. And there we go, $42. All right, dice are out. We are playing the Bankroll Blitz hybrid version or hybrid edition. 6, 4, 10, nothing there. I'm not going to pick those up quite yet. I'm still going to wait a little bit here. There's a hard 6. Well, I'm going to say we got all those. 18 is going to pay 21. We'll throw in $3 once again. And dealer, take me up to 42 on that 6. I was going to try to keep this video short, but hey, I'll keep it long or make it go long if it's going to win us some money. There's a 3, 2, 5. 15 will pay 21. Let's see. What are we going to do here? I'll collect that $1 and I'll take the 5 and put it 25, and 9 will go to 25. So I'll put $10 on each. They had 15 on them, and I'm going to put green chips out there. So we are back up and ready to make some money. 6, 4, 10. We've hit that quite a few times. Why don't you get it, Keith? I'm trying to win with what I got. There's an ace deuce, 3 craps. We've already got that on our ATS. We're just looking for 2 numbers on that ATS, a 2 and a 12. There's a 6, 3, 9. 25 is going to pay 35. At this point, I will say, dealer, please, I'll take 5 and then put 15 on the 4 and the 10. So there we go, 4 and 10. We're covered on those. We're all across. We made a little profit, so I think we're good. There is a 1, 4, 5. 25 will pay 35. Dealer, take my 5 to 35. So we'll put the 2 red on that, and we'll collect a quarter. Dice out. 2 by 4, 6. 42 is going to pay 49 or 50 for 1. Dealer, take my 6 to 60. You can be aggressive and go all the way up to 90, but I'm still trying to collect on every hit now. Instead of doing a collect press, we're kind of doing a half press thing or a 2/3 press, depending on the number hit. And now we're not going to do any more pressing because that is it, and that's depressing. 617, we are done with this video and this strategy of the Bankroll Blitz Hybrid Edition. Let me know what you think down in the comments. We're going to get this all put away and see what kind of money we ended up with. Too bad we missed on the ATS here. We did get the majority of it. We got all the numbers that you would normally get, and the 2 and the 12 we didn't get. You know, I played this one time recently, and the only 2 numbers I didn't have were the 6 and the 8. That's kind of odd, but it happens. It's not always those lesser hit numbers. Oh, we need to pay our 120, don't we? Yes, we do. There is our 120 paid. All right, so we'll leave that out here so we can add that to our bankroll and see what we ended up with. Let's get this all stacked up over here. I think we did okay. I don't know that we did. I don't know. All right, well, look. So there's two. That's not nothing. Oh, that's not nothing. It is something, but it's nothing. Not enough to color up on. So there's 5 red. There's 5 red. There's 5 more, and there's 5 more. So that is 100. We'll just do it that way instead of going to the green. There's 100. That was all for the red. There's only 3 of those left. These will go 4 by 4. 1, 2, and 3. So there is 3 more black chips, and we may be okay. Start out with 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, yeah, so we're good. There's 1,000. There is 1, that's 1,100, 25, 30, 35, 40, 1, and 2, 1142. And again, I will hopefully catch any kind of mistakes in editing. If I don't, usually you guys do. So yeah, let me know what you think. The Bankroll Blitz hybrid version, just a revisit of one of my more popular or more viewed, I think it was like my 3rd highest viewed video, the Bankroll Blitz, or 110 Bankroll Blitz, hit, regress, and press, or something like that. Again, I'll have a link for it down in the description below. Yeah, that's not bad. I'll take that profit. I mean, that's some good playing time. Yes, we got sniped a few times, but we were able to come back. As you see, that last shooter was pretty good. You know, went for a longer roll. Yeah, so let me know, like I said, what you think down in the comments below. If you would like to email Ruther instead, you can right there at crapstx@gmail.com. Thank you again to our 2 partners. I've been reaching out to both of them this week, and we've had some conversations. PokerChipMania.com and gripmats.etsy.com. They are both some small businesses that will help you out building your home casino and make a little, save a little money with the discounts. GripMats has it on their site, and then PokerChipMania has offered us a discount code with CrapsTX10. Thank you. So we're trying to get that sub count up. So before you leave, hit that thumbs up for us. That helps. Subscribe if you have not yet, please. And hit that bell for notifications. That way you'll be notified when another video comes out. Again, I'm just going to keep sounding like a broken record. We are going to do some giveaways at 1,000 subscribers. We've already got some good prizes in. So we may have multiple winners. But yeah, you have to be a subscriber to win. I'm only going to let my subscribers win the giveaways. So that's it. Hopefully you guys have a good weekend coming up. This is my Thursday morning video. I'm actually filming it on Wednesday night. I've got kind of a busy weekend coming ahead, so I'm going to try to get this one knocked out and maybe my Monday morning video. We'll kind of figure out what we're going to do there. But yeah, you guys ever have any suggestions for any strategies you'd like to see? And some of you have suggested some stuff or some variations of other ones that I've done, and I do appreciate that, and we'll visit those when we get around to it. I'm not ignoring them. I actually have them all written down. Well, not written down, but I have them on a spreadsheet on my computer, and I'm just rambling now. My name is Keith. This is CrapsTX. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one. It's already off.